Perfect. Okay, so let's get started here. Hello, everyone. So we are Koho Team A, and today we'll be showing you guys expense. Next slide. And here's our team of 8, mentored by co-host Layla. Just want to say thank you to Layla for all your support through this, and also Huang for helping us here and there. Now, take a moment, okay? And just imagine that you just had dinner with your friends and you need to split the receipt between each person. You all use Koho, but you need to use like a third-party app or your own spreadsheets just to accurately split each item on the receipt. This can be so difficult and such a mess to keep track of. And so here's where expense comes in. Expense is meant to be a tool built into Koho that allows Koho users to manage their group expense directly in the app. From here, Matthias will be speaking more on how our designs came to be.
Thanks, Jenny. So basically, through our expense, we wanted to highlight some of the key features that Koho users usually experience every day. So first thing we want to highlight is the ability to create groups to allow quick access to adding individuals to a particular expense. The second thing is the instant confirmation of payments, which I'm sure that a lot of Koho users are familiar with. And then lastly, it's the guided step-by-step process, so users won't forget to put any critical information. So this is the information architecture where once you log in, you'll be taken to a dashboard, and from there you have 3 options. One is to be able to see expense in more detailed breakdown. The second option is to create a group and create contact for quick access, and then lastly, it's to create an expense, which you would go through the following steps: naming them, adding groups or contact, and then distributing who owes what. So now Sun will take you through the, I guess, more visual breakdown or visual walkthrough.
Yeah, hi everyone. So this will be prototype walkthrough. Just quickly, we can add expense and create a group here. Let me just move the Zoom stuff so I can click the button. And then so we go to add expense. Let's input our name and add people. And you can also create contact here and a group. So we're going to add Matthias and Sun. And down here, you can also turn on a one-time feature or have a group reoccurring. And we're going to click next. And here is the total and the breakdown. The breakdown will allow you to input the amount manually, or you can also add more people to it. And so after, if you like to also attach a photo of a receipt, then you can take a photo and it will automatically fill in the breakdown to its best of the ability. All right, and the expense is created. Voila. All right, and then we can go back here. We can click the Wi-Fi section and it will show you the breakdown of the expense and the total. And that's it for the prototype. This is what we all wanted to intend to make, but due to the time restraint, this is maybe what we are able to make for the demo. So I'll pass it over to the front end team, Maria.
Hello, I'm going to share my screen. So can everybody see that all right? Am I sharing the right screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we ran into a couple of kind of roadblocks. One of them was that some of our devs disappeared, which was fun. And so we had a smaller team to work with, but it's okay. And then the second was we didn't really have access to Koho's code base, and so we had to create all of these front end components from scratch. And a lot of us, so we used React and JavaScript, and a lot of us are not super familiar with React. I know I am not a front end developer, so I learned a lot. So it was still a great experience because I learned a lot about React and React components. So yeah, so this is the landing page here, the dashboard. So if I were to click on anniversary, if I were to click on it, this is the anniversary page. So you see what each person owes you. This is kind of a typo here that should should say $0. Basically, if they still owe you money, you see it in red. If they don't, then you see that they've already paid you, or that they didn't owe you any money to begin with, and then you can see the due date. So this is just kind of to manage one expense at a time. And then there's also the workflow for creating a new expense that we coded. So if you go to add expense, you have here a very rough front end version of this. So you would say your expense is, let's say, dinner and a movie, and then you can start typing to search through your contacts, or let's say group one is a group of people that you frequently go to the movies with. And then let's say this group is recurring. So then I go next. And then unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to implement the receipt scanning or any of that kind of stuff. But that is definitely a next step that we think would really improve the functionality and the convenience of the app. But you can select a due date for which you want all the money by. And yeah, so that's what we pieced together.
Sweet. Maria, you're getting some fires, some woos, and some applauses in the chat.
Hooray!
All right. So shout out to Team Koho. Oh, cool. And Sun, did you want to share something else?
Yes. So
Okay,
our
cool.
next step. So for sure. So our next, sorry, real quick. So our next step is to connect expense to Koho transaction history. We show the expense data to create a saving opportunity for our second step. And the third step, we would add a feature to correct when an incorrect transfer is sent. Anyone else? Jeannie? And our January at the deCODE in 3 words is compromise. So we made some compromises because we were trying to do some of the brainstorm, and we had to select one design or one idea. And our communication sometime were, we would communicate, and the communicating for design consistency was quite difficult, but we learned a lot from this journey at the deCODE, from meeting people and also learning new skills. Thank you so much.
Oh, I
Love
just
it.
want to say too, shout
Yeah.
out to Layla, our mentor, the best mentor ever. Thank you, Layla.